Hey folks, Glenn Greshchuk, the King of Home Comfort here. Got some very exciting news, announcement, whatever you wish to call it, but it's just kind of neat for what's going on in the world of today in terms of heating and cooling. Now, you may have seen all over the place these heat pump ads, these heat pump things, whatever heat pumps. What are heat pumps, right? Not many people really understand what a heat pump is. Well, a heat pump is an air conditioning system, but it has a reversing valve in the fact that it can actually give you heat. So it gives you hot heat when you need it in the winter months or the spring and the fall mainly, and it can also cool like an air conditioner, traditional air conditioning does all throughout the summer months. Now, heat pumps are very popular today because the governments are really all around the world are trying to get rid of any carbon gases, right? They don't want anything bad for the environment is what they're doing. So, and they want to switch a lot of things over to electricity. So heat pumps are becoming more and more the way. So much so in the St. Catharines area, and I'm speaking strictly for St. Catharines, Enbridge has a rebate right now of basically $4,500 if you were to upgrade your air conditioning system and install a heat pump. Now, to qualify in the St. Catharines area, and I keep mentioning St. Catharines area only, as long as you have an existing high efficiency furnace, you can qualify to add a heat pump on top. It doesn't matter if you have an air conditioner currently or not. You will get a $4,500 rebate. Now, I want to talk a little bit about air conditioning versus heat pumps. And I kind of gave away a little bit there. Are they the same? In some ways, yes. And in a lot of ways, they are not. Now, what I want to talk about with a heat pump in particular is, an air conditioner right now we'll start with, is an air conditioner in the area of the St. Catharines or Niagara Peninsula. How many months a year do you think you would use an actual air conditioning system? I hear some people say none. I hear some, well, they're using an air conditioning system 2, 3, 4. But the actual reality is it's somewhere around 4 months, in my opinion. For me, let's put it this way, for about 4 months a year, you would use an air conditioner. Now, a heat pump, how many months a year do you think you would use that? Because remember, it heats and it cools. How many months a year do you think you would use that in the Niagara region, especially St. Catharines? Now, the answer is somewhere between 9, 10, perhaps 11 months. When I recorded this message, it is November. It is fairly warm out there. You can use a heat pump to heat your house. Far lower cost on that, okay? Number 2 I want to talk about is, in terms of heat pumps, is the efficiencies. Like, let's talk about an air conditioner. People, when it comes to air conditioning, they really are looking for SEER rating. SEER means seasonal energy efficiency ratio. The higher that number, the quieter, the more efficient these type of units are. Now, the actual amount of air conditionings that we sell in this area, the SEER rating that most people seem to buy, some we don't really offer them as a 13 SEER, but they range anywhere from a low of 14 to 16 SEER. Sometimes an 18 SEER unit would be used in people's homes. Now, heat pumps, the ones that apply, especially for these rebates, they are 20 to 28 SEER. That is right, 20 to 28 SEER, which if you look at some of these old green lowboy units, they're probably in the low 4s or 6s. These things are extremely, extremely efficient. So add that on top of all the other options we're kind of talking about too as well. Also, I want to talk about the noise level. A lot of times I hear people complaining about the noise of an existing air conditioner. Now, I don't want to get into an argument or a discussion really too much on decibels, but the higher the decibel rating, the more it is for the noise inside your ear, right? Now, the decibel rating for traditional air conditioners range anywhere from the mid to high 70s, and some of the older ones are much higher than that. Heat pumps, anywhere from 56 to 58, meaning you can set them on your deck beside where you are right now, and you really wouldn't even know they were on. Just a slight little fan noise into the background, far below what my normal talking voice is, far lower sound level than that. Now, the fourth area I really wanted to talk about with the air conditioning versus heat pumps are the physical size of these units. The higher efficiency air conditioning units can be gigantic. Some of the heat pumps or air conditioners that I've sold in the past, call it a 4-foot cube. I used to joke with my customers that you can actually, once you're done using these and you're later on in life and it's time for you to move on to the next world, well, you can actually bury yourself inside these things, you and your family. They're that big, right? Small little side macabre joke. Now, heat pumps are extremely, extremely small compared to what a traditional air conditioner is. It's almost the size of a small suitcase. So these reasons alone. Now, here's also another cool thing about heat pump. Is you, and especially in this market with the smart thermostats, and again talking St. Catharines, is you get to choose when you want to use the heat pump or not. Like, because with the smart zones, everybody knows between 11 to 7 a.m. the electricity is the cheapest way to do it. It may be cheaper for you to run the electricity at that night. Now, everybody hates the carbon tax. Everybody can't stand the carbon tax. So I'm not going to play politics here, but if one party gets in, another party gets in, they might take it out, they might do it. Who cares what the government says or what they're trying to regulate? What is nice is you, as the homeowner, me, we get to choose how we wish to heat our home now and in the future. Because I've heard in 3 years from now, with the carbon tax, forget any increases of the gas. And have you liked your gas bills lately? Because it's the biggest increase they've done in almost 30 to 40 years, I was told. And there's another one coming on top of that. So in less than 3 years, without any increases in gas prices, just the carbon tax alone, it will be cheaper to heat your home with electricity than it would be with gas. So now is the time to take advantage of this. Now I keep talking about St. Catharines. St. Catharines, yes, gets the easy $4,500 rebate without doing any fancy things and only have to change the heat pump or the air conditioner part, right? Anywhere else in the Niagara region can get this rebate. What you have to do is you have to upgrade both the heating and the cooling to go to basically a really high efficiency heating and cooling heat pump system, right? But you can still qualify for up to $5,000 in rebates there. You just got to change it all. So if the time is right to change, and the same rebate actually in St. Catharines, I mean, it doesn't matter which way you want to go, right? But the St. Catharines is much easier to apply for than it is the other one, but it's around for anybody. So hopefully this explains a little bit about heat pumps, what they are, what they do, what's the benefit of them today, and why you should really do that, especially in the St. Catharines region now, because the numbers are limited. They started with 300, I was told yesterday, less than 200 now, and that was in less than a month. So these will be gone soon. So if you're looking at doing something, now is the time to contact me, and we can discuss what is right for you and your family. Hope you're having a great day, and we'll talk to you all real soon. Bye for now.